starting a brand new series, you guys, and I'm just going to close that. Brand new series, and that is based on the 2 books I had you guys vote on. And I did a blind vote. You just had to pick 1 or 2 basically. It's kind of like my husband and I will do this when we go out to dinner because one of us can't make a decision. So one person decides on 2 places, like 2 restaurants, and then like puts a scrap of paper or gum wrapper in one hand and they decide that's going to be dinner and a movie or just a restaurant name. And the other hand is the other one. And then the other person just picks. That's kind of what I did to you guys in regards to picking 2 cleaning methods based on books that one night I happened to find on Kindle, and I downloaded both. So I'm gonna read both, and that's why I did it like completely blind. You guys just got to pick the one that I'm actually going to start. So what I did is I wrote down book 1, book 2, and you guys voted. And that night I started reading one of the books. I just started reading one because I was like, oh, well, I'll just start reading it. And then I looked a few days later and you guys were voting on the opposite book. So I was like, okay, well, next time I start reading, I'll just start reading that book because it looks like that one's gonna win. Then I looked, and up until the very, very end of the vote, so I think there was a vote stay up for like a week. I'm not exactly sure. But up until the end of that vote, you guys were voting for the opposite book that I had started. So I started reading that book, thinking that was going to be the winner. The first book that I had already started took first place. So I'm going to read both, so that's okay. And I feel like I'm going to have to read it twice because I've had so much going on in my brain. Which, you know what, before I tell you guys the books, why don't I tell you about what's been going on? So I have been working with a team coordinating a huge ladies' night out event with a networking group that I have been a part of for over like 10 or 12 years. It's been a long time. And I've been helping plan this event for the 9 years that we've been doing it. And several years ago, somehow they put me in charge of kind of coordinating the entire thing. And then I get to work with an amazing team to pull it all off. And you guys, it was Thursday night. Today is Saturday. I started talking to you yesterday, but my battery died. I thought I'd come back and talk to you more, but I'm tired. I was tired yesterday and I ended up just relaxing. Well, after I talked to you guys, I had to run up to my the venue that it was at and load 60 folding chairs into my car and bring them back to a rental place. So after that, I made a roast and then basically shut down for the night or for the day. I was wiped. So after moving the 60 chairs, I came home, made that roast, and then me and my son just hung out all day. It was pretty awesome. I thought we'd go to a movie or do something, and he just wanted to stay home. So we did. We played with Play-Doh. We just had fun because he didn't get to see me much the couple days before. My husband took care of pretty much everything around the house. So now it is Saturday morning. That was Thursday night. I am awake. I'm about to make my coffee. I'm about to clean the kitchen, which is pretty bad, but I do want to address the fact that my Rose Forever flowers, which have sat in this spot for the last month through a lot of chaos. I've had a lot of projects going on where I get hyper-focused. I've talked to you guys about this, that when I'm working on a big project, lots of other things fall through the wayside or they kind of get done mediocrely. It's pre-coffee. A lot of things get done halfway. They don't get done to my full, how I want them to be. And if you've been watching me for a while, I do really like to do things all the way. I like to make things really nice, really perfect. I have a perfectionist personality. But the one area that has every morning stayed clean and clear. Good morning, Leia. Oh, now that she knows I'm awake, she's gonna talk to me the whole time. till I put food down. Okay, the one space that has stayed clear no matter how many things I have been working on, no matter what I've been doing, is my coffee area with my Rose Forever flowers. These flowers have motivated me to keep this space completely tidy. So I am absolutely loving them still. I opened this box on September 1st, and you guys, they're still perfect. And they are fulfilling what I thought they would do of keeping my little space clean. They are absolutely worth every penny, and right now they are having a fall sale, so I recommend going and checking out their website. So my Rose Forever flowers, I am loving them. They still smell really good. They are put in an oil that preserves them and makes sure that they will last for a year. So September 1st, I opened this. It is October 15th, I think. Yeah, it's October 15th today, and they are looking as perfect as they did when they came out of the box. So Rose Forever has given me a code for you guys to take advantage of getting a discount. I will link it below, and you can use that to get your own Rose Forever flowers or to get a gift. They are having a fall sale right now, so maybe think of Thanksgiving like a hostess gift, things like that. These would be perfect because they will last until the next Thanksgiving. So I'm loving my Rose Forever flowers, and every morning when I make my coffee, I get to wake up to them. Speaking of coffee, it is time for me to have some coffee. But first, I bet you guys are dying to know what book I am going to be doing first. So back on September 23rd is the day I did that poll with you guys. I have been writing using a bullet journal to write notes and to kind of track my daily activities, and because this is something somebody had recommended that they tried and they loved. I'm going to be going back to a calendar and just using this for to-do lists because, well, I'll tell you about that in another video, but I did give this a really wholehearted try, and I really like it for to-do lists, and that's what it will stick to for it, because I like the size of the journal I bought. But anyway, let's get back to my refocus alley. I'm excited to be talking to you guys. I have not filmed with you guys, filmed for you guys, I should say, in over a week. I haven't had the time. I've been really, again, hyper-focused. But the two books you voted for, book 1 and book 2, I listed on my September 23rd day. And the book that I'm doing first is The Organized Mom. And the next one is going to be Dana K. White. Now, I will say Dana K. White has a podcast that I've actually been listening to while I clean. And she's been recommended. She was a newer one that was recommended to me. And that's why I was like, oh, I'll check her out. Because I had no, in all of FlyLady, I didn't remember anybody, or my 31 Baby Steps, I didn't remember anybody saying anything about anybody named Dana K. White. The Organized Mom came up pretty much a lot. So I am going to start with The Organized Mom. I'm really excited. I'm going to show you guys where we're at. The house really did get put on the back burner for at least since probably about Monday, and it's Saturday now. I'm just going to make some coffee. And of course, I have to kind of decide what is most important, because I am behind on editing, I'm behind on work, and I'm behind on housework. So I kind of have to narrow down what I need to work, but we are starting our new series on The Organized Mom, and that's going to be starting in this video. So I want to thank you all for voting, and I want to thank you all for giving me so much support and encouragement while I've been hyper focusing on different things like the garage, this event, which she's like, stop talking. She's become my little old lady. Oh. Put me on cam. I want to talk to them. Hey, sweet girl, can I make coffee and snuggle? Oh, thank you. Some of you have said I don't need to rinse things. I have history. I'm gonna give it a try. This plate is going in unrinsed. I'm very uncomfortable about this. All right, and this plate is going in unrinsed.